Hello, today is Thursday, November 21st, 2024. So tomorrow is November 22nd, and the next Monday is 25th, our payday, monthly payday. No bonus for this month, so it will be a tight month as usual as like in October, but come December, we will have some bonus and some additional pay. So I would be a little bit, it will be a little bit easier to live in December. Early December, I need to remit some money for my child's education too. Recently I made a trip to Xi'an, China from November 6th to November 11th last week. And I bought 1 liter of 芝麻油 or sesame oil. So let's find out how sesame oil is produced. Yesterday we went over that, but today let's find out how it is done. Extracting sesame oil is different between Korea and China. We saute or roast sesame very well, and then we apply pressure and extract oil. In China, it's different. They roast the sesame oil a little bit, saute it, then they grind it, and then they add shui or water in the wok and apply heat. Then the oil and water separates, and they just collect the oil. ZeroWasteChef.com, right? The article is how to make a toasted sesame oil when you run out. Posted on April 11th, 2024 by Anne-Marie Bonneau, maybe French or Belgian. Jump to recipe. Early this year, while prepping for one of my Use It Up stir-fry workshops, I realized I had run out of toasted sesame oil. A small amount of this oil drizzled in stir-fry and many other savory dishes adds an inversely proportional wallop of nutty, savory, umami flavor, right? Nutty flavor, savory. I didn't want to go without it in the demo, but I also didn't want to go to the store. So I quickly made delicious toasted sesame oil. Ingredients and tools. You need only 2 ingredients, sesame seeds and oil. I almost always have both on hand unless I've run out of these 2. Buy raw white whole sesame seeds. You will find these in any grocery store. Whole, right? Raw white whole sesame seeds. As for the oil, choose a neutral tasting one. I use avocado oil or grapeseed oil. Both work fine. They work well. I use avocado oil or grapeseed oil. Neutral tasting one. Neutral tasting. Making toasted sesame oil in pictures. Right? Continue to toast until golden brown, not dark brown. Cool before blending. Blend. Strain. Store the oil and save the pulp. If a lot of oil rises to the top of the jar of pulp left, carefully pour that off into the jar of oil. Wow. Strain, right? Strain. Store the oil and save the pulp. If a lot of oil rises to the top of the jar of pulp left, carefully pour that off onto the jar of oil. I've been making and eating lots of kanji, Asian rice porridge, really, kanji. Okay, so probably kanji is Chinese, right? I've encountered this word a lot, but I didn't know that's kanji, right? And just a small drizzle of toasted sesame oil takes the dish from tasty to, oh my God, is there any left? Kanji topped with garlic, ginger, green onions, soy sauce, and drizzle of toasted sesame oil. What to do with the leftover sesame seed pulp? After straining, you will have a small amount of sesame seed pulp on your hands. Sesame seed pulp, right? Sesame seed pulp on your hands. If you read this blog, you probably avoid throwing out food. Sneak a small amount of the pulp into dishes. Due to the strong toasted flavor and the grainy texture, you may want to add only a teaspoon or two, depending on what you make, and taste as you go. Not pay as you go, but taste as you go. I added 1 teaspoon to the batch of granola pictured below. We couldn't stop eating it. Granola recipe from my cookbook with a teaspoon of toasted sesame seed pulp added in. Don't worry, you don't have to make all the things yourself. To reduce waste, you do not need to make every staple yourself. I will still buy toasted sesame oil sometimes, but when I need just one thing, I raid my cupboards for an equally tasty substitution. Substituting ingredients prevents food from going to waste, puts shopping off for another day, and saves money. Toasted sesame oil. With the sesame seeds and neutral oil, you can make your own toasted sesame oil. Servings. Equipment. High-speed blender. Ingredients. 1/4 cup raw white whole sesame seeds. 1 cup neutral oil, grapeseed oil, or avocado oil. I wonder if there's a sesame seed without whole, right? Ingredients. To stop the seeds from overbrowning, have a glass measuring cup or bowl nearby to pour the mixture into immediately after toasting. I use the cup I measured in the oil in. This will hold the cooking. 2. Place the sesame seeds and oil in a small saucepan. Toast over medium heat and stir often until the seeds have turned golden brown, not dark brown, 12 to 15 minutes. Pour the mixture into the nearby glass measuring cup or bowl. 3. After the mixture cools, puree it in a high-speed blender until smooth. 4. Place a sieve over a bowl. Line the sieve with a tightly woven thin cloth such as muslin. Pour in the mixture. I'll take a look into it, right? After gravity has strained out most of the oil, push down the sesame seed pulp with the back of a spoon to extract as much oil as you can. 5. Scrape the toasted sesame seed pulp out of the cloth-lined sieve with a spoon and place it in a small jar. Pour the oil into a medium-sized jar. Store both in the refrigerator. They will keep for several months. Check out my award-winning cookbook. Why award? My award-winning cookbook. Okay. Zero Waste Chef. That's good. Well, this article is rather short, but let me go over the recipe one more time. 1/4 cup raw white hulled sesame seeds, 1 cup neutral oil, grapeseed oil or avocado oil. Instructions, right? Ingredients, instructions. 1. To stop the seeds from overbrowning, have a glass measuring cup or bowl nearby to pour the mixture into immediately after toasting. I use the cup I measure the oil in. This will hold the cooking. Place the sesame seeds and oil in a small saucepan. Toast over medium heat and stir often until the seeds have turned golden brown, not dark brown, 12 to 15 minutes. Pour the mixture, golden brown, not dark brown, golden brown. Pour the mixture into the nearby glass measuring cup or bowl. After the mixture cools, puree it in a high-speed blender until smooth. Puree, right? Puree, pulp, oil, puree it in a high-speed blender until smooth. Puree it in a high-speed blender until smooth. Place a sieve over, over a bowl. Line the sieve with a tightly woven thin cloth, such as muslin, right? Sieve over a bowl. Place a sieve over a bowl. Place a sieve over a bowl. Line the sieve with a tightly woven thin cloth, such as muslin. Pour in the mixture. After gravity has strained out most of the oil, push down on the sesame seed pulp with the back of a spoon to extract as much oil as you can. 5. Scrape the toasted sesame seed pulp out of the cloth-lined sieve with a spoon and place it in a small jar. Scrape the toasted sesame seed pulp out of the cloth-lined sieve with a spoon and place it in a small jar. Pour the oil into a medium-sized jar. Store both in the refrigerator. They will keep for several months. Yep, sesame oil keeps well. Sesame oil keeps well. Sesame oil keeps well. So they used avocado oil or grapeseed oil to saute the sesame in the stir-fry pan, right? Sesame instructions. So that was it. I learned such expressions as grape oil, avocado oil, sieve, cloth-lined sieve, place a sieve over a bowl, and pulp, sesame oil pulp, sieve, muslin, cloth, scrape the pulp of the sieve. Well, thanks for listening. Have a wonderful Thursday. But before I go, let me check what the muslin is. Right, muslin images. How would you pronounce it? Muslin, right? Muslin. So there was muslin. In Korea, we call it ma or myeon, right? Ma or myeonpo, right? Po, ma or myeon, right? Muslin. I like muslin, right? Muslin cloth. They are very cool in the summer and a lot of pores, so that you can strain sesame oil easily when the sieve is placed over the bowl and you pour sesame pulp and then you scrape the pulp of the sieve and you put them in the refrigerator and they keeps well. Thanks for listening. Bye bye.